Amen. Say man, it's your boy Big Dreams. Welcome back to the channel. Before we carry on any further with this video, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment. Most importantly, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that post notification bell. Set it to all. We is back with another banger video, back with another reaction video, man. And today, y'all see the screen, we are going to be reacting to Young Thug. Is the messiest rapper in ATL. He's a rat. Gunna gets the last laugh. Mariah should run. Impressive YouTube. We finna dig in here and see what's going on. I'm not gonna make the opening of this video too long. All I ask is that y'all smash that like button so this video can rank higher in the algorithm. Go crazy in the comments. Let me know what you want me to react to. And if you're watching me and you're not subscribed, man, subscribe. That's all I ask. We finna go ahead and dig in, man.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. The Atlanta rap scene is in shambles after finding out that Young Thug was kikiing with the feds. Their most revered gangster rapper is a snitch, y'all. He's a snitch. After criticizing and denouncing everybody for snitching, look at him. He was exposed for snitching too. Well, look at how them tables turn. Now, an audio of his interrogation was leaked online, and that's when people found out that he started ratting. And this interrogation was actually related to his RICO case. For those who don't know, Young Thug was indicted for being the head of a criminal enterprise called YSL, which is his label, but it's also his gang. A slew of Young Thug's affiliates from YSL were indicted in this whole case, and they were accused of doing gang-related activity, including shooting, robbing, murdering, drug possession, gun possession, you name it. And Young Thug didn't make the situation any better when he would rap about some of the crimes in his songs. And a lot of these YSL members ended up taking plea deals to avoid the maximum sentence. So all of them ended up cooperating with the police and they started snitching. And this included Young Thug's brother and his artist, Gunna. And the prosecutors were kind of foul with the type of charges they were putting on people. I mean, they hit Gunna with a RICO charge over this one incident where he and Thug were pulled over and they were caught with drugs and a stolen gun in their car. Now, the gun did not belong to Gunna. The drugs did not belong to Gunna. But they tried to use this incident to claim that he was involved in gang activity and he was guilty of RICO. And Gunna was like, man, I'm not about to spend years behind bars over something I did not do. So he did end up taking a plea deal, and in return, he had to cooperate with the feds, and so he confirmed that YSL is a gang.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, a lot of people are calling Gunna a snitch over this. They were saying that his career was over and everything like that. And also, Young Thug was very upset. Young Thug has said on record that he doesn't like snitches. He doesn't deal with snitches. And he feels like Gunna betrayed him. And so he basically had a lot of people in the industry turn on Gunna, including the rappers Lil Baby and Lil Durk. Now,
let's be real on something real quick, man. I wouldn't say his career would be over. As y'all know, Gunna still been doing numbers. When you look at it from reality, the fans don't care about none of that street politics stuff. The street politics only matter to his peers. People like Lil Baby, Dirt, Thug. It only matter to them people. That's where the street politics play its part. That's where it matters the most, when it's his peers. The fans don't care about that mess. They don't care about that, bro.
Happening is some of his jail calls were leaked of him talking down on Gunna.
I really be like that. Like, I wish you don't never get no pussy no more. You don't never get another dollar in the world. Like, you don't deserve nothing. You don't deserve nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Man, you don't deserve nothing. Like, you the worst. Yeah. Like, you don't deserve nothing. Like, man, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve no pussy. You did that shit to get out for a hoe, bro. Listen to the jail call and shit, just straight, just, damn, man, I love you, baby. What you doing? Man, yeah, I'm gonna be back with you in a minute. When you go talking like that, all that little type shit, like, man, watch out. I literally don't hate nobody in the entire world but him. I hate him. But business, you know, business is business. I ain't ever committed no crime. Duke ain't committed no crime. Yak ain't committed no crime. Them the only 3 people you know on this case. Ain't now one of them committed no crime. So who the fuck you talking about? Nigga, you just made it a motherfucking RICO case. You just made it a case.
Now, I do understand why Young Thug was upset with Gunna for saying that, because it did really enable the prosecutors to really put this RICO charge on him. Now, luckily for Young Thug, he did not go to prison for RICO. He actually took a plea deal, and he's now on 15 years probation. It's a very strict probation, but he's not in prison, so that's good for him. Still, he was going around the industry saying that Gunna's a snitch, don't work with him. And so Gunna basically was ostracized. And funny enough, Gunna still ended up thriving. He still ended up selling records, selling out shows. And while he was doing all of this, he was making Young Thug's label money, and he was paying for Thug's legal fees. So Gunna didn't lose in the situation at all. In fact, he made the right decision when he kind of distanced himself from YSL, because he realized that none of these people cared about him for real. They wouldn't spit on him if he was on fire. Young Thug hates his guts. These people in the industry like Lil Baby, Lil Durk, they don't like.
But this the thing right here though, and I'm not referring to Gunna and Thug when I say this. This is just in general talk. These guys sit up here and get mad knowing good and freaking well that if the roles was reversed and you had to snitch to keep from getting the maximum, you would have snitched too. You would have snitched too. I don't see why people be like, oh, I hate him. He got in the courtroom. He said this. He said that. Bruh, if you was in that courtroom, you would have did the same thing. If you was in the interrogation room, you would have did the same thing. You is not that gangster. You is not that gangster. Quote unquote street dudes don't even live by the street code no more. So what is you talking about? I don't even see why these dudes sit up here and expect somebody to throw their whole life away for you. I'm supposed to sit up here, throw my whole family away, throw everything I done worked for away, forget my mama, forget my family, forget my other partners that really got my back just to save you? When if the roles were switched and you had to choose between me and the outside, you would choose the outside over me. You would choose you over me. You would sell me out. And you mean to tell me I'm wrong for doing what I had to do for me? Come on now. Come on. Come on now. And a lot of dudes know in the back of their mind that they would tell. They just want to sit up there and say all this craziness. They know they gonna tell, bruh. They know they gonna tell. I hate when people sit up here and they do stuff and they don't admit to it or they don't own up to it. These dudes know they would, bruh. If the roles was reversed, they'll sell the other person out quicker than that person sold them out. It's just a matter of who can snitch first in these types of situations.
For real, the very same people who he did big records with and made money with, they turned on him in a heartbeat. So why would he be loyal to people who aren't loyal to him? Listen, there's no honor amongst thieves, okay? If a person doesn't have good character, you can't expect them to be loyal. None of these guys are loyal. Everybody is out for self. They're gonna preserve themselves. So it shouldn't be no.
That's really all it boiled down to, bro.
On each other in the end, because
that's all it boiled down to. Everybody gonna always look out for themselves when it comes to these types of situations, bro. It's always been like that. It's gonna continue to go like that. Ain't nobody finna sit up here and hold it down and do the max to save somebody else. Hey, listen, it might be like that on a rare occasion, but it's not finna be like that, bro, because people is not finna choose somebody else over themselves. It's always a for self type of deal in these situations. Bottom line, I don't care how gangster nobody is. I don't care how street somebody make themselves seem. When it come down to having to choose between yourself and somebody else, you gonna always choose yourself. Bottom line, I don't want to hear that gangster junk. I don't want to hear that street junk. A nigga is gonna always choose himself regardless. I don't care how street he is. I don't care how gangster he is. I don't care. He gonna always choose himself.
Took a plea deal and they started snitching. Every last one. including Young Thug. Now, Young Thug may not have snitched as much as the others, but he sat in that interrogation room with 2 detectives, and in the beginning of the interview, he said, listen, I'll tell you what you need to know. Just don't tell people that I'm giving you information. That's what he said at the beginning, and he didn't even have to say anything. I mean, his lawyer wasn't present, so he didn't have to talk, but he did. And he also kind of threw his homeboy Pee Wee Roscoe under the bus and slipped up and said that he dealt drugs to Lil Wayne, and also he brought his name up when he was questioned about Lil Wayne's tour bus being shot up, because if you don't know, Young Thug sided with Birdman against Lil Wayne when they had their issues, and this of course created a beef between Young Thug and Wayne, and some people believe that Thug sent Roscoe to shoot up Wayne's tour bus, but there hasn't been any proof connecting him to the shooting. Either way, he still brought up Roscoe's name, and some people believe that he was snitching, and this goes against everything Young Thug stands on.
When they lock you up and they want to question you or anything, just at least buck on them, like. Make them feel like you ain't gonna tell, like.
2 hours later.
They doing what now, bro?
I say them people was damn near more brothers than Bird and Wayne.
Oh, Roscoe and Lil Wayne?
But more than they used to bring Wayne's drugs. Like, trust them. I don't know what the fuck happened with them fools. Cause the night with the shit when Lil Wayne too, when they got shot up on Expressway and shit.
Yeah, that's what happened in Cobb, yeah.
Yeah, that happened in the club in Cobb. I was in New Orleans.
The club was in Atlanta, but yeah, it happened in Cobb. Yeah.
Shooting or some shit. I don't, honestly, I don't know who the fuck did it. They said Roscoe, but I don't want to like block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. I don't fucking know. Just knowing Roscoe, that fool. I'm like, you shot somebody, bro. But I don't fucking know, because every day niggas grow a fucking ball. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
So Young Thug told the feds he didn't want to ruin their case by saying that Roscoe didn't shoot up Wayne's bus. That sounds kind of wild, but Roscoe did come to Thug's defense, and he threw the other YSL members under the bus. And this, of course, created a whole lot of chaos.
I'm gonna show you, no, Thug ain't no snitch. I'm gonna show y'all what snitch tomorrow. I'm gonna show you in black and white with no despite. Yeah, Rollo was a rat. Who else going wrong? Because I don't even like rat. That ain't nothing I've been talking with. Who else? Sergio, all my co-defendants. You feel what I'm saying? Come on, man. Only one of them kept it solid. Jeffrey Lamar Williams.
Now, the other YSL affiliates came out blazing against Young Thug and Roscoe, including Rollo, Mondo, and Woody. They were going back and forth on social media. Paperwork was being exposed. I mean, it was a mess.
You know what I mean? Simple as that. If I ain't did nothing to nobody and I'm being accused of a crime, why are you putting my name in a song talking about if somebody do something to you, what I'm going to do to them? Why is you putting that song out there if I'm being investigated for a crime?
Hey, listen, look, I'm not going to lie. I watched that live, and that's a valid point. That's a valid point, because if you rapping about crimes, bro, you self-snitching. You self-snitching. Ain't nobody snitched on you. You snitched on yourself. So before they even came and got y'all and had y'all on trial, they kind of already had a glimpse of the slightest idea of what was going on because of your songs and your lyrics, bro. You put them in your songs, literally. So what do you expect? You think all these dudes finna keep it solid with you, bro? Knowing doggone well if they don't tell the feds what they need to know, they face the maximum? Man, ain't nobody finna do that. Ain't nobody finna do that. And I'm gonna tell y'all this too. The simple fact that Thug set up here and he drug Gunna through the mud, he drugged everybody else that told through the mud. Nah, they done found a way to put your 2-hour interrogation video out there. You did something that you speaking on everybody else doing. You did it. And you tried to keep it a secret. But when you found out somebody else did the same thing you did, you wanted to go slam them for it. And you did it publicly a whole lot of times. So you just getting back in return what you put out. You can't do something in the dark and then discover somebody did it too and you go speak on them knowing that you did it too. You can't do that. You can't do that, bruh. Because once you do, you just open up the gate for people to freaking expose you for the same thing. Now his 2-hour interrogation video, why? Now people on your head. Now people talking about you. Now people dragging you through the mud. Now people saying you a snitch. Now they calling you a rat. Now they saying the Atlanta scene ain't hitting on nothing no more because of you, dog. And you supposed to be the most gangsters one they had down there. You were supposed to. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, you can't sit up here, know you done did the same thing at one point in your life, but then you want to drag everybody else through it. You talking about, oh, I don't hate nobody else but him, all this stuff here. This is what I be talking about, bro. What goes around comes around, dog. And these types of situations is always going to be the same cycle. I don't care who it is, bro. It could be Queso and what his daddy just did. It could be Thug and Gunna. It can be anybody, bro. The situation is going to always be the same. Somebody going to always be snitching. Snitching ain't going to never stop, bro. The more these fools get arrested, the more snitching go on. The more, you know what I'm saying, these dudes trying to avoid the max. They going to tell, bro. They going to be sitting up in that interrogation room eating. Yeah, so-and-so did this, did that. He bought him this. They going to tell him everything, bro. They going to tell him everything. So, at this point, you know, snitching might just be something that we need to accept as a reality now. Because it's going to happen. The only thing about it, dudes snitch and don't own up to it. I think 6ix9ine is the only person that snitched and then said that he snitched and why he snitched and actually made a valid point as to why he snitched. 6ix9ine don't deny. He kept it real. Like, yeah, I snitched, but this is why I snitched. And it was valid. Like, bro, snitching been going on for the longest. It's just a simple fact that dudes sit up here and do it and you want to go act street after you do it as if you didn't do it. Bruh, stop doing something and denying that you did it or trying to make every excuse as to why it's not that when it's that. Just own up to it, bruh. And that ain't just with the concept of snitching, since this what we talking about. No, this go for everything. Just own up to it. Stop trying to do something and act street after you do it. When you know that's against the street code. That's probably rule number 1 of the streets. Don't snitch. Don't sit up here snitch and then try to go back to the streets and act all gangster. When people know what you did. Just own up to it, bro. Maybe people will respect you more if you stood on what you said instead of saying one thing or doing one thing and then later on you ain't standing on it no more. Maybe people are respected if you stand on what you say and what you do firmly. Today, tomorrow, for the rest of the time. Maybe if you stand on it, people will respect you more. But it's the simple fact that don't nobody stand on it. They say it and then they switch up later on. Or they make excuses later on or deny it. No, just stand on it.
And the police is thinking that I'm the number 1 suspect. Pee Wee Roscoe, you know damn well not to mention me. Boy, you know I ain't got no sense. You remember we was at the Sky House? Me, you, and Thug was sitting in the car? And that damn train vest walked past? And Thug tapped you and said, Pee Wee, what's up with that? And you told Thug how you stuck your dick lean up in it? Don't get me started, nigga.
You come home, still talking about, oh, the rat, nigga, da-da-da-da. Bro, that's God. That ain't nothing but God biting you back in your ass, bro. Cause you probably been thankful that you just beat a life sentence in a RICO and came home and minded your business and been humble. But instead, you still coming out pushing the rat narrative, bro, and all that, this, that, and the third. Now look, he came back and brought you in the ass. He brainwashed people, bro. If you sit down with 12 and bust out and say these words, if y'all come out under like Gunna rather from saying yes, ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a rat by saying shit? They said Roscoe shot the bus up.
Nah, you told. You told because, listen. Even if it's just a thought in the back of your mind, you still told or gave him some leeway to form something else up just by saying that. They said Roscoe shot up the bush, but I don't know. Man, you just said too much right then and now. Cause he probably did do it for real. And because you just saying that and you don't fully know it, you just gave them leeway to form something else. Now they can open up a whole new investigation. Now they can add more facts to what they already got. More facts to the case. More facts to the investigation. You said too much then, like for real.
Didn't rat on you? Boy, your ass so brainwashed, it's sickening.
It's a sad day in Atlanta right now. We have an old homeless dude by the name of Roscoe who has lost his Section 8 apartment due to the fact he was found guilty of dick riding in the first degree.
But let's go from the beginning. Who the fuck started all this bullshit in Atlanta? Whoever started all this sad shit in the game, period. One, the first thing Thug did was try to turn Birdman against Lil Wayne. Try to take his album name, try him up, let's lame. Then he tell on the nigga that's supposed to handle the business. Then he turned on motherfucking Rich McCoy, tried to turn the whole world against Rich McCoy. And then at the same time, before this man death, he told us out his own mouth that this was one of the darkest times in his life. Then he turned around and took the whole motherfucking world against Wild and Lucci. Yeah, he tried to turn everybody against Lucci. Now all these three things is 100%. Everybody can go back and look at this. This ain't from Rollo. Then he turned around, he was beefing with Future, calling my phone. Future, calling Future. Like going back and forth on the motherfucking internet. Boom. Then he turned around, he see Gunna surpassing every nigga in the industry. Now he called to the street, turn everybody in the world against motherfucking Gunna. Everything that done happened in Atlanta, everybody going against each other. Why? Because his puss ass, his child been doing nothing but whole shit around the world. He thought he was Pablo Escobar. So when and everybody in the city turn their back on everybody for what? For some this ass nigga said.
They were going in on Young Thug, and Young Thug is not a good person. I mean, obviously, look at his name, but seriously, he's not a good person. He's sneaky, he's messy, he's always creating division, he's kind of ruthless. Not even kind of ruthless, he is. I mean, he allegedly has been behind some murders. So he's all these things, and he's a huge hypocrite. I don't even know why Mariah the Scientist is into him. I mean, they are so mismatched to me, but that's a whole nother topic for another video. I mean, all I could think is maybe he's casting love spells on her. I don't know. And Mariah recently was trolled at her show. Somebody held up a sign to her saying, "Tell
oh yeah, I seen that."
Also, I want to talk about this. Young Thug's phone call with 21 Savage was also leaked, which I thought was very suspicious too. I don't know if Gunna's team is behind it or the DA's behind it, but either way, it's making Young Thug look crazy. But I will say Young Thug was spilling some tea. He actually admitted to buying streams for Gunna's album DS Forever so he could beat The Weeknd's first week numbers. And he also said that The Weeknd's label owner Cash XO is used to buying numbers for The Weeknd too. So The Weeknd sales are basically inflated.
You never earned the number one album. I spent $50,000 buying streams for you. For you to be. Right. And Cash know the same plug, so Cash could do the same thing. But Cash likes let it go. Cash is like snap down, like, man, let it be all the way, and I ain't gonna snap down.
But ain't that something that a lot of artists did over time though?
With 21 Savage, and 21 Savage seemed to be more reasonable. He was on Young Thug's side, but he didn't want to just outright diss Gunna either. And he called Lil Baby and Lil Durk out for clout chasing too because they diss Gunna.
I ain't finna say nothing about you on the internet. I ain't finna let the world know I ain't with you until just say something.
But you know,
that's what they supposed to did. Like,
but ain't nobody
nigga trying to go at him to get clout. Yes, they have.
Durk said something wrong, but that's it. Like, Wham, them ain't doing all this shit. Like,
Wham unfollowed him.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just that little boy shit. That ain't really saying that to them.
Yeah, but
that's still.
Yeah, but that's still.
That
what
makes
your
you
position is, right?
But
I ain't saying they wrong. I'm just saying,
yeah, they jumped the gun.
Now, even though Young Thug claims that Lil Baby, who he calls Wham, is solid, he also criticized him for actually being in business with P from the label Quality Control. And He called P a rat and he criticized Lil Baby for still staying cool with him. So he's judging Lil Baby for working with a man who changed his life and put a bunch of money in his pocket.
Wham, never told him to get too rocking with them up rat. You be preaching about that too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. You get wrong about that anyway. I understand all that. Help put you on. What is it, man?
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. At this point, ain't nobody got no room to say nothing. Because it's always something about somebody that when somebody get to speaking about somebody else, some come out on the person that's been speaking this whole time. Ain't nobody really got no room to talk for real. So the way I see it, folks just need to shut up at this point and just stop talking. Because it ain't nothing else you can really say at this moment, because what didn't hit the internet done already caused you more than enough damage. So what else can you say? What else can you do? Like, there's nothing else to justify.
Man, you're a rat.
Young Thug called Gucci Man soft for even doing business with P again. He said that he got soft after he came out of jail.
To be signed to Gucci. P used to be signed to Gucci, man. Go out, end up going to jail. I get you. I'm trying to solve. Start moving.
Now, P dragged Young Thug for calling him a rat. He also dragged Roscoe as well. And he told them, listen, he ain't no street man. He is a tax-paying citizen, okay? He's running a business, and he shouldn't be held to these street rules. And he also called out Young Thug's hypocrisy over calling him a rat when he was ratting too. I'm telling you, Young Thug is a huge hypocrite. He's not a good person at all. He really is not. But I will say P is a little shady himself, because I was surprised to hear that he sold his label Quality Control to Scooter Braun for over $300 million without telling his artist Lil Baby. I think he sold Lil Baby's music rights in that deal as well, and that is shady.
But Scooter Braun offered Wham $150 million. Scooter Braun told Wham, I want to buy your rights, so I'm going to give you $150 million. Wham said, this nigga, nah, I'm cool. I got to bring P to the meeting. Nigga went straight around Wham and called P about the whole label from P. The whole conversation started from Scooter Braun trying to buy Lil Wham, trying to buy him out of the deal too. He wanted to buy Wham out of the deal, like, I want you to be with me. See, I thought he just sold the label. Man, yo, he sold the damn copyrights, man. He sold everything. We're not bad.
That's effed up. That's effed up for real.
Whew-wee. Man, the Atlanta rap scene is cooked. But anyway, tell what y'all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Nah, it's nothing nobody can say at this point, dog. I'ma just be super duper real with y'all. It's nothing that nobody can say. Like, literally, when I say nothing nobody can say nothing at all at this point, bro. Like, ATL, you know what I'm saying? The rap scene, bro. With this right here and all the other stuff that's been going on, been coming out on people, bro, ain't nothing nobody can say for real. But listen, that's all I got to say. Y'all let me know what y'all think. This is the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment. Most importantly, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that post notification bell. Set it to all. Our social media links will be in the description. The link to the previous reaction video will be there as well. Follow me on all my social medias. Click the link to the previous reaction video and watch that whole video after you watch this whole video. Don't forget as well, the link to the second channel will be in the description. Make sure y'all go click that link, subscribe, and show love over there, because y'all will be seeing my face over there from time to time. But listen, I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all for showing me love back. And we out this thing, man, for real.